Camelot 331 here, and something really insane has just went down at our favorite neighborhood pharmacy, CVS. It's your favorite place to go when you accidentally unleashed your baby gravy into an unsuspecting victim, and you needed a little bit of that plan B. That's what I use it for. No, I'm joking. These are all jokes. I love it. No, it's a place I like to go in Las Vegas at 3 a.m. and get liquor. And plan B. Anyway, something crazy is going on, and we're gonna dive right into it because the workers are pissed. They're so pissed. Okay, they're like the damn rainwater on your freshly washed car when it's sunny outside, and they're about to evaporate into the atmosphere and die immediately. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit the like button down below, comment and all that good stuff. Follow me on locals, it's in the description because I'm banned on Twitter and everything else. Why? I don't know. So first things first, we're gonna dive into how the employees are feeling at CVS. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a hint. It's bad. It's like when you drink all night. And it's pure bourbon, baby. And you wake up and you feel bad, okay? Doesn't matter how many little people are strewn across the damn floor. Passed out and they're cute and stuff, no. Finally snapped today, I'm a tech at a very, very busy and short-staffed store. As we all know, it has been a perfect storm of problems lately. Today was horrible. As always, no coverage for techs, no help from corporate despite trying so many times to get the help. Came in on my off day. Other opener was 2.5 hours late, so I had to scramble back and forth to man the registers. 10 a.m. tech overslept, showed up at 11. Queue is at 19 pages, can't fill or do anything to run the registers. Same stuff every day. Well, 2 hours after my shift was supposed to end, the lady starts screaming at me about getting name brand Visine, baby. Her insurance wouldn't pay for the name brand, which is what she wanted, but would pay for the generic, which she adamantly refused. Shocking. I'm sure she's a white lady. We went back and forth until eventually everything we have been dealing with boiled over and exploded out of me in the form of please fake off. What do you guys think? Am I getting fired? Probably. Now look, I hold the opinion that if you yell at somebody at a store that is obviously under a high amount of stress, like at, GameStop on holidays, Best Buy, what have you. If you yell at them, you revoke consent to get destroyed verbally. Dude, I'm telling you what, when I was at the end of my career at GameStop, I kind of didn't care anymore. If somebody gave me some lip, I told them to get the hell out or I'd throw them out physically with my arms, with my fat, delicious arms. Is that what you want? Don't answer. I know how you freaks are. OnlyFans coming very soon. I want to quit. I've had it. Dude, sounds like me right now. I've been a tech at CVS for about 3 years and I've come to my breaking point. My manager is awful and she treats me like the sheets. I'm only staying with CVS because I have the bills to pay. I'm overworked, overwhelmed, and underpaid. Aren't we all, baby? I get yelled at by my manager for stepping away for a few minutes because I needed a few minutes to myself because I felt overwhelmed. Any tips on quitting? If anybody has quit as a tech, what's your job now? I'm looking to leave the pharmacy and maybe have a job where I don't have to deal with people. I've had it. Bro, that's literally everyone in retail. That's what I dreamt of. That's what I dreamt of. I'm not even joking. I was like, man, I can't wait to get out of here and not have to deal with people ever again at my next job. Shocking. Now I have to deal with 222,000 of y'all. Why did I do this to myself? I'm going to be honest with you. What I would do, this is my honest actual advice, no jokey jokes. So if you're in a tight spot, you can't afford to quit, but you want to find another job, get your resume ready. Get a friend or something that knows all about the resumes. Get them to write that stuff up and start spreading it on whatever. Indeed, whatever kind of website you can. And I promise you, you will have interviews every day of the week. And you will find something. It may not be a week. It may not be a month. But you will, and I promise you, you'll be better off for it. But all I can tell you is I'm officially done with this company. After just a year with CVS as a pharma tech, I've left the company. I secured myself a full-time biopharmaceutical job at a very well-known company. Damn. Thank God I left before flu season. I hope you can all escape one day as well. This company does not care about you, and if they weren't at a farm tech pharmacist shortage, they would treat you even worse. So look, 100%. Okay, that's the dream. We just talked about it. Getting out, finding a better job, not wanting to put a gun in your mouth every single day of your life at 12 p.m. right after you watch Moana because it triggers something in your brain. It's true. I don't feel safe and I don't know what to do. So I'm the only one working working at night, and yesterday I had to trespass a guy who said he knew me. I've never met him. And that I made him suspicious. So I had him trespassed after he kept going on and on about wanting to get high. Fast forward to the night, and he comes back. This time he had a knife, and I told him he wasn't allowed. Why did he bring the knife? Are we having ribeyes? Are we having some New York strip? Please, God. Cops came and knew he was trespassing, but didn't arrest him. Interesting. But I just don't feel safe. My anxiety is through the roof, knowing he's still around. What do I do? Look, guys, your safety is more important than your job. Your family is more important than your job. Getting drunk with your boy on Saturday is more important than your job. Let's just be honest. Yes, no. When I was at GameStop, we got robbed all the time. I had a dude put a revolver up to my temple, and it was terrifying. And then he left, and I stayed there, and I don't know why. My regional director even called me and said, "Do you need time off, paid?" And I was like, "No, I'm a badass." No, thinking back, I should have taken a year off. Give me money, please. No. No job is worth your own safety. Get the hell out, because they don't care about you. I'm sorry. Look, I've said it once and I'll say it again, baby. They don't care if you live or die. Executives will kill their own grandparents as long as they made a few bucks off of it. So where does that lead you? It leads you into finally quitting. After 10 years, I did it and I'll never go back. When I first started, it was a great company to work for. I really enjoyed it. The past couple of years, it had become terrible and toxic, and I hope it gets better for all you guys. And you'll notice a trend here. A lot of these people have quit in the last month. Why? Because something's on the horizon, boys. Something's on the horizon, and we're getting to it here in a moment. So make sure you stay around. I don't need you being like, I'm done. The store manager brought me to the back with LP saying I'm in grounds for termination because my girl brought food for me and we ate it in the break room, saying she's not allowed back there. But when I had literally had to close the other day by myself, which is against policy, by the way, he said to just have my girl come inside with me to close the store so I'm not alone. Interesting. Dude, this happened all the time. If your district manager, your regional director, an executive, or anybody tells you to do something you know is out of policy, they will not defend you when you're caught. These are two different situations. My district manager at GameStop told all of us in our entire district, when we get to the store, we walk in the front door, we clock in, and as long as we're on the premises, we're clocked in. Well, everybody did that. So I would get to the store, open all the registers, make sure everything was open, make sure all the games are in alphabetical order, everything's vacuumed, ready to go, and I would go sit in my desk. Guess what? Eventually, I was making a little bit too much, and I had been there 11 years, and then HR came around town to terminate me for sitting at my desk, going completely in the face of the recommendation of my district manager. When I said this, no one cared, and he did not defend me, and that's just how this works. So where does that lead us? Fake the CVS, boys. I worked there for 10 years. At the beginning, around 2013, CVS was actually a good company to work for and actually developed the employees to become successful work colleagues. You hear this a lot. Best Buy, GameStop, all these companies were pretty nice to work for in the early 2010s. Okay, since I'd say 2020, shocking, they've been on straight BS. Hiring process is crazy. I was an ops manager, but they'll hire a person from Walgreens or some other company to be close to their standards. Bring them on board, making way more money than you. Even 5 hours of overtime is approved for Smith, and I'm the one training them, which is crazy. This is another common thing. Hiring new hires that are making more than you, and you've been there for 10 years. It's crazy. Meanwhile, hours getting cut. They don't develop people that's already with the company, but constantly push you to do extra care or care pass, which is actually overwhelming because they challenge your job if you don't apply yourself to do so. I got a raise just to get my hours cut, so it's basically like I never got one. Shocking. Happily to say, after 10 years, I just quit. Labor Day, it felt so stress relieving. Know your worth. Leave and don't look back. When that fateful day came at GameStop, and I got in my car, and I drove home, never having to go down that road again, I was just entrenched with intense joy. Like, I can't even explain to you. That ride home is something I will never forget. I was ecstatic. I was calling all my friends, bro, guess what? It's finally over. There was not an ounce of sadness, and there never was to this day. Never was. Why are all these things happening at CVS? Are you ready? Major retailer with 10 5,000 outlets shuts down for good after closing 900 locations and laying off 5,000 workers. CVS bosses have announced the closure of a pharmacy in downtown San Francisco. It's coming down, boys. The South Market location is scheduled to close on October 25th. Other factors of why it's closing include local market dynamics, population shifts, a community store density, and ensuring there are geographic access points to meet the needs of the community. The chain has closed 6 other locations across the state in January and will have just 11 remaining. 11. Insane. Almost 1,000 stores closed just this year. The employee morale is so low. I've never seen it this low, by the way. I've talked about CVS in the past. The morale is so low. People are saying in the last 2-3 years, it has become unimaginable to work for. Why? Because executives and people in power care about vampiring the company off, draining a few extra dollars into their personal accounts, and making sure the only people they make money off of at their expense is the actual frontline workers. It's at the expense of those people. That's how that works. You'll notice to keep the company alive for a little bit longer and to siphon some more cash off, who is directly affected by this? Frontline workers, laying off 5,000 workers. Are they gonna lay off some executives? No, of course not. It's always at the expense of frontline workers. It will never not be different. Never. Until maybe there's not enough to keep these locations alive. The Great Reset. It's coming. It's coming. Make sure you share this video. I'm shadow banned as hell. Give your boy some love and get the hell on it. Diggity. Doggone it. Bye. Yeah. A whole dollar.